There's no secrecy, no ambush, no ganging up on someone, just a loving, courageous process carried out by concerned family and friends. My program helps you support a friend or loved one in conquering all sorts of troublesome behavior: weight gain, eating disorders, addictions, credit and debt problems, compulsive shopping, sexual issues, moodiness, abuse, anxiety, internet obsessions, poor schoolwork, noncompliance with medical treatments, and more. In How to Change Someone You Love, I'll show you how to determine whether the problem that's getting on your nerves is an uncomplicated one, likely to clear up with time, or something more serious that requires action. How to use my simple, effective 4-step program to create lasting, often life-saving change. How to take on and beat your own fears and reluctance to step up to the problem. How to remove and overcome the external dynamics and obstacles that stand in the way of your motivating necessary change. And how to discover your number one source of power and plug into it to help others change for good. My message is one of hope and encouragement. It will help you claim your power, keep you from looking at someone's resistance as final, and let you see that you can help restore a loved one to his or her full potential. My belief is that when you tap into your personal and family strengths, any set of circumstances, from the off-putting to the addictive, can be turned around with lives changed forever. So before you divorce your husband, fire your employee, or write off your best friend, take a good long deep breath and listen to this program. Whether they drink it, smoke it, touch it, sniff it, spend it, gamble it, eat it, Google it, obsess over it, cry over it, or drive you up the wall with it, I'll help you get your loved one to stop doing whatever it is that's destroying them. Change is about to begin, from the troublesome to the addictive and everything in between. With this program as your guide, I'll help you find the answers you seek, the answers you deserve, and the understanding you must have to help people become the best they can be. It's not just about changing someone else's life either. It's about changing yours. Part 1. At the end of your rope is hope. Chapter 1. You've got the power. If anyone needed to change, it was me. From the time I was a teenager, I had a preoccupation with catching a buzz. Son of a preacher, I grew up in a drug and alcohol-free home in Eugene, Oregon. Our house, situated on an acre of land, was a neat, modest wood frame home on Mistletoe Street, road away from my dad's church. Our house was surrounded by azaleas, rose bushes, towering oak trees, and a large lawn that I and my 3 brothers mowed regularly. There was a garden in our backyard where we grew a lot of our own food, and we were able to can a season's worth of fruit and vegetables. Folks from the church, many of them farmers and fishermen, would stop by with beef and lamb and salmon, crab to fill our 2 large freezers. There were sidewalks, neighbors waving from the porches, and schools within walking distance of my home. Life in Eugene was largely predictable and tranquil. But mine was not. I was born with a birth defect, abnormal breast tissue. In other words, I had boobs. Looked like I needed a bra. I refused to take a shower at school, and my secret was something I tried to keep. But in 5th grade, I was exposed by a coach who took delight in making sure I was always a skin, that is, assigned to the team that had to take their shirts off to play ball. "Look at Lamm's tits," the coach would yell. It was cruel. To be laughed at, to be different, to be in fear of discovery. It just hurt way too much, and I decided one day that I should kill myself, and confessed my intention to my parents. They were shocked. "We never brought it up because we didn't want you to be even more self-conscious," they said. My emotional crisis forced a decision on their part to correct my deformity as soon as possible. So, at age 15, I had surgery, and voila, the outside had changed. Yet, the physical was improved, it was fixed, but the birth deformity, although corrected, left me feeling damaged emotionally. The psychological scars of being laughed at and mocked as a kid still remained. For most of my life, I felt like I didn't belong, like I could never belong, like every room I walked into was an unwelcome one. The same year I had the surgery, I attended a Christmas party at a retirement home where I played the piano on Sunday mornings for the old folks' church service. When no one was looking, I snuck a bottle of champagne, locked myself in a bathroom, and chugged it down. My first experience with alcohol equalized all the unease with which I lived. Gradually, alcohol became something I felt I needed desperately in order to remove my insecurities, make me feel like I fit in, and provide relief from my feelings of awkwardness. The more alcohol something had, the better, and I conscientiously read the bottle labels to make sure I was getting the highest proof possible. My drinking escalated. At the beginning of my freshman year in college, I'd get drunk before class, then do cocaine to boot myself out the door. As time went on,